I'll keep it hush, hush. I'll stay down low for you. I like when it's just you and me. I'll keep it hush, 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 baby. I know you love your.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. It's Lex
And Courtney.
and we're back after a little holiday hiatus.
Much needed.
Yes, bitch. Wow, we're so excited to be back in your presence. And, you know, as per usual, The Pleasure is All Yours is a podcast focused on sexual liberation in the Black and queer community. Just making a space for us to come and talk and chat and share our experiences, but also emphasize that your pleasure really is.
It's all yours, baby.
It's in the bag. It's in the bag.
Yeah, season motherfucking dose, y'all.
Dose, bitch.
Wow. So, like...
Oh my God. I just realized Angel Numbers, season 2, episode 22.
Crazy
Look at us
shit right here.
Wow.
So it's already meant to be. We're already just so excited for the year. We've been really working hard the last month to give you guys good content for this year. We have lots of guests that we're excited to bring on. We have just a lot of fun shit planned.
Yes.
So if you don't follow us on Instagram, click that button right now.
Definitely.
I'll put a link in the description. But we're at allyourpleasures_ on Instagram and TikTok.
And you could see all of our fancy photos from our holiday shoot that we did.
Hold the fuck on. Can we just talk for a second? If you're listening to us on anything that's not YouTube, fucking look at the screen right now. Look at us. Listen to us.
Yeah.
Look at us and then listen to us.
Yeah.
We look so good. We look so official now that we have this beautiful like cover photo.
Because that cover photo looks good as fuck.
It really does. The photographer really snapped on our winter photo shoot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a lot of
And
fun.
we snapped on getting our own outfits planned, doing our own makeup, hair,
location scouting,
and just fucking set changes. You know, we was in that bitch. Take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on.
Like, we're really in a DIY mindset. We do this shit, okay? We are, hey bitch, I wanted to say, we are officially no longer new to this, bitch. We true to this.
We just true to this
like,
shit.
For real.
Bitch, we got business cards.
Bitch, we got a little bit of merch on the back end. We got okay, girl, come see us, come talk to us. Like, we out here networking. If you ever are out on the strip here in Dallas, if you are from Dallas, you know what the strip is, bitch. Come out, because you know you're going to see us. And please say hi.
Please say hi.
Please.
Because sometimes we're also drunk and like somewhere else mentally. And if you just stop us and be like, oh my God, I know you from the podcast.
We'd probably buy you a drink.
Yeah. And if for New Year's last night we were at the strip and you saw Lex and I was making my rounds around the dance club, the dance floor, and I was just slipping cards in your bras after dancing with them.
Hold on. Okay, so earlier that night I had shared with Lex the term guerrilla marketing, and they really took it and they fucking ran with that shit. This bitch was airdropping the pod at the burlesque show we went to. Yep. You're on it. Okay?
I'm on it.
It's giving Mad Men.
Yeah.
It's giving Wolf of Wall Street.
My favorite was at the club when I had like 8 cards in my hand and I was like, it's okay, I'll go pass them out. And I literally just did my rounds around the whole bar, and I'd stop and dance with someone. Like, wow, you're so cute. You know? Wow. And then sometimes I'd just hand it to them. I'd be like this. And as I was walking away, I'd hand it to them. This girl was like, wait, come back. But I disappeared into the crowd, bitch.
You just look back and you go, it's on the card. It's all on the card. Did you like this drink?
I did, yeah. It tastes really good.
Y'all, but thanks to TikTok, my favorite drink is an espresso martini. I fucking love it. I've been loving it. It gives me energy. It gives me drunkenness. I love it. And it's classy as fuck. It's brown. It's a little minty. It's a little bitter.
It's
just
got
like
that little sprinkle stuff on the top.
The sprinkle on the top, baby. That's the best part. The banana nut espresso bean. Okay. Anyway, but I decided to brew my own, or infuse my own vodka. So I made a coffee vodka and it had been sitting up there for about a week. So I broke it open and I made a little drink with some mint chocolate chip vodka. And because we don't have any Kahlua right now at my home and it's Sunday, I mixed it with some coffee, like flavored syrup that I would use in like a iced coffee.
It tastes good.
It's pretty good. Yeah. I fuck with it. I can't wait to get the Kahlua because that's really gonna.
Because that's
And I need some martini glasses now.
Absolutely.
But anyway, okay. Obviously, we've missed a lot. So
yeah, and you guys have missed a lot. So
yeah,
we do have a topic today. We're not just gonna be on the air just talking, but we did want to split the episode up to like a catch up. Because we love y'all, and we've like missed the fuck out of you guys.
And we like sharing our business.
Yeah, we do like sharing our business. Some of it. Yeah. But over this past month, what was the most memorable thing for you over the past month?
Well, I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the last episode, but we had decided to do a little cleanse of alcohol, weed, sex, all the things that make life worth living.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it went really well until it didn't, and that's typically how things for me go. Like the first 2.5 weeks, I was really on it. I was very cranky. I was very irritable. I was very tired, and I was also sick. But after like about maybe 7 days of that, like I was really feeling myself, and I noticed really like all the differences I was making. Bless you. Making in my relationships, like the way I talk to my family, the way I show up to work on time, the way time moves quicker when I don't smoke before I go into work at 5:30 in the evening. Like, I think I realized a lot about myself in my relationship to those things. Yeah. I definitely, after like, I think it was around day 21, had an issue at my apartment. Someone tried to break in, and it just really freaked me out. Yeah. And like, I feel like I need to smoke. I'm just so anxious. I had to go to work that night and come home late. So I was just really anxious. And I ended up smoking. And that just kind of like ended the cleanse.
Once you do it once, it's like, damn.
And I wasn't smoking very much the rest of the time. It was mostly drinking. Yeah. So it was the holiday season. So we had Christmas parties. My family really likes to drink. My dad makes really great Cosmo martinis. So he was just shelling those out to me over Christmas. And, you know, we went out. I went out a few times. Like, it was done. Okay. After 21, the cleanse was done. But I'm excited to go into 2023 with a new relationship to weed. I never thought drinking was my problem. I still don't really think drinking is my problem. Yeah. I'm going to drink at 2 in the afternoon. But I don't drink a lot. I'm a smoker. So that's not my issue. But I just want to make sure that I'm smoking after I complete the things I need to do for the day, and then I'm smoking to relax. I'm smoking to have fun. I'm not smoking because I'm sad or I need to eat or, you know, like I want to fuck, because that's a problem, man. I don't know about you, but was it hard for you to orgasm when you weren't smoking? Because that was impossible for me. I pretty much didn't come for 20 days.
It's hard since getting back on my antidepressants. It's hard for me in general anyway to achieve orgasm. I've been horny as shit for the past month, which is new developments, but
good developments,
yeah, because last time I started Lexapro, it did the opposite. It was like, oh bitch, what libido, what horny, who is that? I don't know who that is. But this really, like, I don't know, I've just been really on one. And I think for me, the cleanse definitely made me realize that I just prioritize sex too much. And I do that, I learned, just because I'm like, if all these other vices aren't good for me, and these things like get my endorphins going, you know, your brain on pleasure, go listen to the episode. Whenever that happens, I get so focused on having that all the time because it makes everything feel better, you know. But it's just like with weed in moderation. I feel like it is definitely possible, and it wasn't really hard for me not to do things until towards the end.
When it's like the opportunity.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, because some dick that moved out of state moved back into state and then walked his fine ass in my job.
His 3-legged self up in the stove.
Like dead ass. 3 dead ass legs, yeah. And he walked in and was like, oh shit. Literally was like, oh shit, I'm so good. I'm so happy to see you. I don't think you understand how happy I am to see you. And hung out in that bitch for a minute, even though there was like people in the store. But he was like, you look good. He was like, that ass is fat. still. And I was like, yes.
Baby, it's only gonna get bigger.
Absolutely. You know, he talks to me in a way that I like for niggas to talk to me in those moments.
Elaborate, please.
Because anything more than this, than what we have going, is too much for me, and he starts to get on my fucking nerves. But he came in, and I wasn't going to do anything. I was literally going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to finish off this month. I'm not going to get fucked. It's going to be fine. And then he was like, I'll come over tonight. Like, you know, what you doing? And as a bitch who hasn't gotten fucked in a minute, let alone by big dick, I was like, yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah, come on over. But then in my work day, I started my period, and I told him that, but it's okay, because, you know, bitch, this is a whorehouse. And
no,
this is a whorehouse.
I got a bitch with the best pussy.
When you threw it up, it is sunshine. So I invited one of my bitches over, okay, and my bitch fucked him for me.
It was not me.
It wasn't. Yeah.
X those allegations.
It wasn't court. But yeah, one of my bitches came over and helped a bitch out, and it was just nice because I got to watch a little tag team deal going on. And then when my period was up, before the year was up, he came back over, and so did she, and we, you know, did what we be doing, and it was fabulous.
Yeah,
it was fabulous.
This is a sex podcast.
Yeah.
So what was the best part?
The best part for me, there was this part where he was fucking me from the back, and I was eating her pussy, and I like when they're fucking you and your face is like pushing into pussy. Yeah, that was my shit.
Okay, that was your favorite?
Yeah, that was probably one of my favorites. Also, one of my favorites was niggas get so comfortable sometimes after sex, and this nigga, he fucked us for a bit. He nuts more than once, and that's a blessing. But after the first night, he usually takes a little nap, which is fine. But this man took a butt-ass naked, laying in my bed, hard dick up, just vulnerable, bitch. But me and her kept playing, you know, and then he was like, you guys make it hard to go to sleep. Like, he's like, I'm just trying to recharge. And I was like, you do what you do over there.
Okay, you need to get one of them flash chargers or something.
And you know what, bitch? I offered him a male supplement I have in my house. And
y'all would have been fucking for 2 days.
He would have been fucking for that night. And after that, he would have had to figure out what the fuck he was going to do with himself. Wow. That had nothing to do with me.
Wow.
What mattered was my experience in the moment, you know?
I really want a sound deck for 2023 because I feel like every time you say something like that, I want to be like, like, there they are.
Yeah.
Doing what the Lexus do.
That's just it.
I fuck with it.
Yeah.
Hard.
But, yeah, it was really fun. And I didn't let him, like, because he just is annoying sometimes, and that's all I'm gonna say about it.
You get it, like when men start getting comfortable, and they talk, they just love to hear themselves talk,
and you're ruining it by talking too much.
You are making my pussy dry up like, I don't know, evaporated water.
You better be glad my tall ass fine ass friend is here, cause like
that was your
catalyst.
Motivation.
Yeah. So that was really fun, and I also have a Sybian, and so I pulled my Sybian out as well. And
what is a Sybian, bitch?
The Sybian is like a big ass saddle. SYBIAN.
If you want to search that.
If you want to search what it looks like.
It's worth it.
It's literally like a saddle, and you sit on it, and it vibrates at like 1,200 rounds per minute. Does it? And like, that sounds like a lot, but it doesn't feel like what you think it does. It just doesn't feel like what you think it does.
Yeah, it's a little more tame, I guess. You can take it up.
You can take it up.
I broke the remote. Did you get a new remote? You still have to use your phone.
I've just been using my phone.
Okay, so can you control the vibrations on that? So like you can can you make your own, like how the We Vibe? You know, you can like.
I can't make my. I don't think I can make my own, but there are set ones where they do it. Okay. But yeah, she sat on it, and he was still sleeping, and I was just sitting there controlling it, and it was really nice. Because I'm such a teaser, too, so sometimes you could tell she was about to come, and I would turn it all the way down, and she'd reach out and hit the shit out of me. And I'd be like,
my bad.
Tee-hee. Yeah. So it was really fun. I had a great time.
That's great. I think you really needed a threesome actually to end off this year or end off 2022 because we're no longer in 2022, bitch. It's 2023, January 1st.
You know that's like I feel like that's a fetish of mine. I don't feel like that's a kink of mine.
Threesomes?
Yeah.
You feel like, well, okay, I always get confused. So fetish means that you usually need that, right, in order to have a successful orgasm. Yeah. But you don't need a threesome to have an orgasm.
I don't need, but here's how I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
If I'm having sex with men, I'm usually a lot more inclined to actually have an orgasm. I'm usually more guaranteed to have one. I'm more excited. I'm more into it when it is three of us. Mm-hmm. You know I don't be pursuing these niggas solo. And if I am pursuing these niggas solo, it's because I'm testing them out to have a threesome later. So I guess like when it comes to men, you know, if I can't fuck you with my bitches, then I'm not fucking.
Wow. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So you like threesomes?
Yeah.
What about, let's say, okay, because I can't just ask this question. I have to like give niggas. Okay, so the nigga that you were with this weekend and our favorite guy.
Yes.
What about like a threesome with them? By yourself, like nobody else was involved.
See, the only way I feel like that would be cool for me is if one of them was letting me beat them up.
I would love to see
at least one of them was letting me like beat them up, maybe cuck them a little, you know. That's the only way I would be okay with it. That's the only way.
What kind of man, it's so awkward because I told Lex today, I was like, we really need to make these episodes an hour, 59 minutes, bitch. I have a timer. But this is good. Okay. So how would you beat them up? Like, how would you be grown? Because these niggas are grown.
Yeah.
They are full adult men with lives and children.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you beating them up? Like, are you putting them on their knees?
Yes.
Like, are you making them? I know you can't make them play with each other.
I can't make them do that, but I could say that was an expectation, and like maybe get them to kiss a little, you know. Maybe get one of them to come on the other one, you know, something like that. But I would definitely have them on their knees, absolutely. And just for the fun of it, I'd put a collar on one of them too, just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
So that way, when I wanted them to kiss my feet and things, I could pull them down to do said things, you know. And I would want to be able to like, you know, my favorite flogger. I would want to like use my flogger on them, but more of like, they'd still be on their knees, and so it would still definitely be like a back chest, but so kind of thing. Like
see that,
yeah, maybe like a little like choking and then like playing with their dick too. But like,
I mean, if you ever happen to make that happen, you let me know.
Yeah.
Or you set up a good camera with consent.
Yeah, of course.
Which they will consent.
They will consent. Everybody always consents to anything I ask them. So yeah, that's how I would beat them up. I have it in my head, and then what I would do also is probably have one of them like handcuffed somewhere, and then be on top of them, like how usually I'm on top of like a girl, and just get fucked on top of them, but with their dick like laying flat underneath me, and not anywhere interacting with me, but just sort of there.
I fucking love that. You're making me want to dominate some niggas.
I'll be thinking about it. So if any of you niggas want to get beat up, you know, my DMs are open, baby.
Style.
Yeah, I might charge you,
and that's okay. You are very much so worth it. But okay, wow. I'm glad that you had that experience that you did this past year. Crazy.
Last year, I haven't had sex since last year.
So overall, like, do you think, what are your goals for 2023? So, not just with the podcast, but like for Lex.
For Lex's goals are, I'm very proud of the goals I have set for myself. Because my lease is up in March and I will not be renewing because it's too expensive. But I'm going to be moving in with one of my friends, and it's only going to cost me like $600 a month.
It's amazing.
To live there, and they have a pool, and it's a house, so who's disturbing me? And they have an extra living room area that I'll still be able to set up all my stuff and everything. So we might even have like a good, consistent pod.
Yeah, I know.
area.
I'm very much so looking forward to that because this blank wall is not doing it for me. I want to dress it up, but I have a roommate and she's classy, and I can't put anything I really want to put up on the walls because she's classy. But I love her.
But since I'm going to be saving so much money on rents, 3 goals is to have my car paid off before my birthday.
Excellent.
Because I only owe like 3,000 or 4,000 left.
That's doable.
And then by this time next year, 2024, by January 2024, I want to have at least like $7,000 saved up so I can put a down payment on a house.
Some adult shit right there, bro.
Yeah. And then my 3rd goal is to pay off my toll tax.
Wow. Great goal, Lex.
Thanks.
That should be my goal. But it's like, it's so hard to want to give my money to people that don't deserve it, bro. I pay for my car. I pay for the registration of my car. I pay for the gas in my car. I pay for the insurance on the car. I paid for the road when you guys started building it through my taxes. So why the fuck am I paying every time I need to go to work? Why? Yeah. That is so crazy to me.
Someone was saying that the toll roads are literally just ways for them to pay back debt to other countries.
Yes, because, you know, they say that it's a toll road because you're paying for it being built, right? But at what I know for a fact that President George Bush Turnpike that was built before we were even 5 years old is paid for. If there's millions of people driving on it every day paying the same $1.50 that we're paying, don't you think that it was paid for 15 years ago?
Pretty quickly after it actually.
Just like these motherfucking subscription services, bitch. Mm-hmm. What the fuck are you wanting from me? You want me to pay $12 for the rest of my fucking life for motherfucking Canva?
Like, tell me what you want.
Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need.
Just tell me.
Those are good goals, though. Like.
Thank you.
And they're like very, I think they're very reachable goals. Yes. And they're very adult goals. Like it's clear you're trying to set yourself up for the last half of our 20s to be comfortable and financially secure.
I'm trying to go into 30 in my own space. And, you know, I'm just such a hands-on they, them. And I want to build something. I want to hammer shit. I want to saw some shit.
You want to do some renovations.
Yeah. I want to be really creative in my space.
Yeah.
And not have to worry about, like, putting it back before I leave, you know?
Yeah.
So I want to do all those things. I want to teach myself a bunch of shit. You know, I love knowing how to do things. And so there's so many things I want to teach myself. And doing that in a homeowner kind of way would be cool. And I just think it would be really it's just another sexy title.
Yeah. Contractor.
Yeah. Contractor,
architect, homeowner,
vehicle owner, bitch.
Okay. This ain't the government's.
Podcast,
this ain't no Capital One.
Podcast superstar.
Yes. That's an automatic. You're already that.
Yeah. It's just giving very sexy. It's giving grown up.
Yeah.
It's giving broken generational curses.
Yeah.
So many of them. And that's really what I'm pushing towards because no one in my family is a homeowner. I mean, they own their cars, but then as soon as they pay them off, they use it as a down payment to get another one. And I want to like be consistent and have I love my car. It's so reliable. It's great on gas. It's a great size. So, yeah, I really want to go into my 30s feeling like I can really be like, bitch, I'm grown.
Yeah, for real.
Be like dead ass, bitch, I'm grown. What the fuck? And you know I hate roommates and shit, so you know that just gives me reason. And passive income, because if I do decide, oh, I don't want to live in Texas anymore, maybe I want to go live in New York for a year, maybe I want to go live in California for a year, some shit like that. Oh no, Lex, you gotta find a job, all this other shit. If I do own a house and then I leave, I can rent it out. And then that's always, my mortgage is always going to be paid. Then I'm also just always going to have some kind of money.
Yeah, coming in. Yeah. Very lucrative being a landlord. And I know you'd be like a good landlord. You'd be like very understanding and respectful because some of these landlords fucking suck.
They just fucking suck. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I love your goals.
Thank you. What about you, Court? What are some of your goals for this year?
I think I agree with yours. I really want some, like, I really want to, like, be better about my finances as a whole. I just think I really, like, the last few years, I've been, like, in survival mode because it just seems like things keep going up. But my paychecks are not going up. So I just feel like I'm spending, and I just don't have the capability to save. So in 2023, I want to like create passive income and other ways to make money. Invest so that I have a little like nest egg when I need it. So my focus is emergency planning. By the end of the year, I really want to have a good, stable savings. Yes. I really, really, really want to learn a new skill. So I'm signed up for some Google courses that I'll start. Yeah. And like, doing this stuff in the back end for the podcast has really showed me that I can learn new things. I think I have a hard time believing like at my grown ass age that I could sit here and learn how to use like do graphic design and like shit like that. Yeah. But I'm like, I really can. And YouTube is really helpful. Canva's really helpful. Like, so I'm excited to like learn new skills so that I can get a new motherfucking job doing something that is more in my wheelhouse that I enjoy.
That also like pertains to what we do here, like either what we do here or also your music.
All of it.
Because don't forget, Courtney's a fucking musical superstar, okay? Yeah. If you have not streamed anything Courtney Noir, available on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and don't forget to check out that Down music video on fucking YouTube. Again, that's Courtney
Bitch, I'll probably put it in the link at the end of the video.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I guess I should say that also 2023, I want to be more involved in my brand as Courtney Noir, the podcaster, but also Courtney Noir, the musician, and just like be more authentic in myself to share that, because I'm not, it's hard. I don't know. I feel like it's hard for me sometimes to like just go out to people and be like, hey, I'm a talented bitch and that's why you should listen to me. Yeah. But I know that now through the podcast, we talk about crazy shit all the time. So I'm like, if I could talk about the way I suck dick or eat pussy from the back online, then I can definitely tell people that I make really emotional and sometimes sad music.
Yeah, sexy music too.
Oh yeah, a lot of sexy music. Y'all have heard, if you watch us on YouTube specifically, I try to put in like some of my music, and especially unreleased stuff, at the beginning of the episodes. Yeah. So if you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, you can kind of go through all 21 episodes and hear what's me. It's also in the link. In the bio.
Those little voice memos, I always like, I feel like I end up sending you one every quarter. I feel like you always end up getting one.
I save them all.
Yeah, I always like to send her a little voice memo.
I have voice memos from all my best friends, like saying things like that, and I really just want to compile it into a song and then like make a song out of that, because it's so helpful having people that see your vision past maybe what you can see currently, because you feel like you're not doing anything with it. You know what I mean?
We have officially reached the halfway mark, so we're gonna move on.
Yeah, because one of my goals as one of the back end administrators is to be consistent with the time. Okay. Yeah.
Shout out to Courtney for being our tech support, truly.
Except for, sometimes you need like a partner, because I was about to cry because I couldn't figure this shit out this morning. It's okay. And Lex was like, bitch, clear the cookies. She just said, clear the cookies, and then I cleared the cookies, and then it works. Yeah.
Sometimes you need extra eyes. Sometimes you need extra eyes, bitch.
What are we talking about today?
So today we are actually going to talk about, since Courtney and I just went and saw a burlesque show last night.
All black.
Sexy too. And I definitely was flirting and gave them bitches a card. Yeah. But today we're going to talk about the very, very first Black burlesque fan dancer, exotic fan dancer. So that's what we're talking about. Okay. But I do have a fun fact.
Oh, bitch, I forgot about the fun facts. What's the fun fact?
Today the fun fact is, in 1926, New York City had a law called the Cabaret Law, which regulated dancing in clubs, and you had to have a permit to be able to have dancing in your club, which was weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was it, and it was mostly for things like, they mostly did it because there were so many like burlesque shows, like cabarets. That's usually what goes on in a cabaret. So the government wasn't with it. They was like, half naked bitches. They're showing ankles. Oh no!
Hell no!
Yeah, so they were like, no, I don't like that. So
I guess they have rules like that in Miami or something. You need like a permit to be a strip club, especially an all nude strip club.
An all nude strip club, you definitely need a special permit for that. If you showing bare pussy lips,
Interesting. So that all started in the 1920s.
Yeah, and it's just obviously some white Rockefeller niggas.
Yeah, they were coming out of the Great Depression, and
Yeah.
I'm sure they were just happy to be alive.
Yeah, this is very true. But like, why wouldn't you want to see titties?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
come on.
We're making money again. That's the first thing I would do is spend my money on
the
some
famine's
titties.
over. Show me them pussy lips Come
Immediately.
But yeah, that's our fun fact.
Okay, I love that.
Cute. New York. Glad that you guys now are not on that weird shit in that way. But the first Black burlesque dancer, her name was Jean Idelle. But she also was known as the Sapia Sally Rand.
Ooh, Sapia Sally Rand. I like that.
Yeah, she actually was really hot too.
Ooh.
I saw it's like all black and white pictures, obviously, but like she was so hot. I was like, yeah, bitch, I'd try to regulate that shit too. What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, she looked really good. But she was literally the world's first black burlesque dancer. She worked a lot with fans, big ostrich feathers. She really like elevated the art, you know, as black women tend to do. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So she was giving like the classic burlesque.
She was giving
the tassels and the feathers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and she would be topless in some of them, but she always had like panties on or something like that, you know. She was a Pisces. I feel like that's just great to add in there, but she was a Pisces. She was discovered at 20 years old while going to the Dunham School of Dance. Yeah. Cool. She was a ballerina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Classically trained.
Classically trained.
I didn't know that black women were like given the opportunity to do things like train in the ballet like at that time.
Yeah, well, she was doing it between 1950 and 1963. She literally did it for 13 years.
Okay.
So this was like segregation just happening, you know.
Man, right before the civil rights movement. Right before.
I actually also have some quotes from her experience doing it as well. But yeah, heavily segregated time. And of course it was these white men coming in to see this black woman do her little dancey dance on stage, of course, because we're exotic apparently. But she had never seen a burlesque show before she started training for burlesque, but the person who recruited her saw her dance at her school, and they like sort of just started talking to her about it. And so she was basically just interested in what it sounded like and its whole vibe. So she was like, hell yeah, I'll do it.
I'll try it out.
I'll try it. I'll do it.
Once.
Yeah, I'll try anything
Those are
once.
the best kind of bitches.
Exactly. But after she did perfect her act, she started doing small gigs in like just little theaters, you know. And then she started headlining places like Minsky's theater in Chicago, and a lot of other famous Chicago cabarets and theaters and clubs and things like that. Like she was a hot commodity. Okay. Like,
so the act, obviously burlesque existed. She was just like the first like prominent black burlesque dancer that was able to tour and like make an impact. Yes. Okay. Yes.
So burlesque was going on before this. I didn't look up how long it had been going on, but I didn't really.
Seems like a very like 1800s kind of vibe, you know. Bitches had been taking off their clothes since the beginning of time.
Since clothes
so
were a
I'm
thing,
sure it didn't take long for people to put some music behind it and add some feathers.
Absolutely. So yeah, there was that going on. She would draw a big crowd, and so she was always known to have her niggas with her. She'd have her chauffeur, and she always had security. Crew. So bitch, she pull up out that fancy little beep beep fucking truck.
I like that. That's what they sounded like.
That's literally what them cars sounded like, you know. So she pull up in her shit, her niggas hop out, she hop out. You see Sapia, you see her niggas, and I just fucking love that. Yeah, because she was always ready. And let's see, in monetary wise, in 2022, she made annually $125K.
I love that. That's a doctor's salary.
Yeah. Wow. And she was just like,
doing what she does best.
Yeah, bitch. She was really out here.
That's dope.
Showing her shit, man. I actually really want to include a clip that I found because she was also first. She retired in 1963 and married Bill Holiday. Billie Holiday, isn't he a singer?
No, Billie Holiday is a woman. And
okay, so
she's a singer. Yeah,
yeah, she's a singer. Okay,
mm-hmm.
But she married Bill Holiday, and he's like a famous trumpet player. He was a ventriloquist.
Okay.
He did a lot of other things in the theater, and there was a long time in their relationship where they were touring together. So they were doing shows together and things like that, which I thought was really cool as well. I think she had 2 kids.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, they got married, all of that stuff. She retired in 1963, like I just said. But in June of 2012, 10 years ago, 13 years ago, 10, 11, sorry, 11. 10, yeah.
You said 2013?
2012.
Oh, 11. Okay.
Yeah, 11. She was inducted into the Burlesque Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
And they had
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, bitch, me either.
That's cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. And they had a whole show, and you know, her little old self was up there shimmying.
She was alive
She
when
was
she was
alive
inducted?
when she was inducted.
Love that.
And she brought her big feathers, and she wore this really cute light blue thing, you know? And like, she's an old lady, so she was moving like an old lady, but the crowd was like, wow! They were fucking going crazy.
That's amazing.
It was so nice.
You found the video?
Yeah.
You have to send it to me so I can put it in the link so if you guys would like to see her.
Absolutely. And they even said, they were like, she paved the way for us 50 years ago, whatever the fuck, you know, all this other stuff. Like,
That's awesome. What a life to live, you know?
Right, what a life to live. She came out, and I was like, yeah, bitch, show these bitches how it's done.
Yeah.
She was just moving them feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I love this. But yeah, she was like a very interesting character. And a couple of things that she would say. She did say that it was mostly white men who came to see her, who usually paid the most to see her. And most of her like admirers, people that would hang out after the show, things like that, were usually white men. Of course,
because I mean, you're already in a place that's I don't want to use the word seedy because I'm sure it wasn't, but like you're in a place where people in privacy can enjoy things, and so of course white men are like, wow, we can't be out here in daylight enjoying black women, so of course we're gonna come and give all our energy in these spaces, which is
a different topic, but which is why I feel like we became so sexualized, because those were the main times that white people, specifically white men, were even like interested in seeing what black women and black people were doing, is if there was like some kind of sexual or nudity or something involved. But that's a conversation for a different day, bitch.
Another episode.
Another episode. We being real positive today.
It's January 1st.
It's January 1st. But she did say, after I finished dancing, they all forgot about my race and just appreciated a good performance by an elegant and skillful burlesque dancer.
Lovely.
Talent is a great equalizer. If you got it, you got it.
Baby. At
That's
the end of the day.
She said, bitch, what?
I could have been purple and I still would have had these niggas on their knees. Thank
you. Literally. I was like, nah, I love that. I love that. A lot of the quotes that she had was literally like, I was just doing it. It was fun. I had a good time. I was making money. And
she's making a lot of money.
Yeah. And then she even said that she was really happy that she could see where things were now versus whenever she first started. Okay. So I thought that was nice. Obviously, I don't think she's alive.
Probably not. Because it's been 10 years since she was inducted.
Yeah, and she was really old then.
So, but, you know, I don't want to say R.I.P. unless she's R.I.P. But, you know, I hope wherever she is that she is really enjoying peace and her happiness that she's cultivated throughout her life. Yes. That's awesome. Like, I can't wait to, when we get off, I'm going to Google her and, like, look at the pics. Yeah. And then I'll dedefinitely include them for you guys in the description box.
I saved a few so I can make a little post.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I would love that. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. Because she was literally, she had her own ads. She in the newspaper and stuff. Like, her flyers were usually her in, like, a tasteful something, but you know, just basically saying who she was and what she was doing and where you was gonna be able to see her.
Okay.
But I did also make note of a few other Black burlesque / exotic dancers. I didn't take any extra info on them. I just typed out their names. Josephine Baker, which
wonderful,
most people,
classic. That's who I thought we were going to talk about.
She wasn't the first.
Ah, man.
Yeah, she wasn't the first. She was not the first, but she definitely was like up and like right after that.
Yeah, she was doing world tours.
She was doing world tours.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Josephine Baker. I think there's like a few documentaries on her as well. Very beautiful woman. Gorgeous. Like such an elegant face.
We love a light skinned queen.
We love a light skinned queen, you know? And another one is Toni Elling.
Okay.
She was a dark skinned woman.
Oh, I love that.
Or, you know, not as light skinned as these bitches.
Okay. Yeah.
But she also, you know, I love a good tiny perky titty, you know. Like, and that
underrated.
All these like everybody's always like, oh my God, I have such small titties. Like, bitch, tiny perky titties is like nipple and then like just enough
the bottom
titty. Bitch, those are perfect titties. Please stop talking to me. But yeah, and then Ada Overton Walker.
Okay.
She had the blackest name of all of them. And I really, really love that. But all three of them were very prominent in the movement and liberation of Black women within the dancing community and things like that. So, yeah.
So interesting. I love hearing about Black women pioneers.
Right? Yeah. And I would consider all four of these women Black pioneers because, like, whoa. Yeah,
and what a time to be alive.
What a
and
time
be
to
doing
be
something
alive.
as like vulnerable as that.
Yeah, and like also especially Jean, because it was like freshly segregated.
Yeah.
You know, it makes me think of like those shows you watch where they, you know, you see Black people, they're like overcoming strife and they're just having a good time, and then here comes the fucking white mob, ready to
burn it all down,
trap people inside. You know, burn it down. Like what happened to Bo Burnham and his fucking circus of freaks or whatever. What is his name? Bojangles? What's his name?
Oh, Bojangles.
Not Bojangles. What's his name?
Bo Burnham.
Not Bo Burnham. What the fuck is that nigga's name from Hugh Jackman played that nigga in that one movie.
Barnum?
Yes.
And Bailey?
There we go. Barnum.
This bitch said Bo Burnham talking about that white nigga with the I put the packet on the glass.
What glass?
Bitch, I'm dead. So with that being said about the history of burlesque, we went out yesterday to see our all Black women burlesque show from Houston, and the company is called Hotels Houston. So if you want to
HEUX,
like Jasmine Sullivan style,
yes.
So if you want to look them up, you can find them on Instagram at Hotels HEAUX Tails Houston. And it was super cute. It was three ladies, and they had kind of like a show. So they did play Jasmine Sullivan's Hotels a lot in between.
Yes,
they had poetry and like comedic stories.
Yes,
and in between that, they like had dances. I think my favorite was probably the Cater to You because they dressed up in like these like tight like red dresses, and they did like a triplet thing. You know how the ladies do like the Supremes kind of vibe, and it was just like I love that one. There was a girl that was just so. I wish I got their names.
The one with
again.
the natural.
Yeah,
baby. If you checking us out and you're listening to because we gave all of y'all a card.
Yeah,
baby. The girl with the natural
so
was
cute.
Oh
and
my god.
She was on that pole.
She was on that pole,
working it
bitch.
for her life. It was amazing.
My god.
Yeah,
oh
she was
my god.
favorite too.
It was crazy. There was a lot of fine ass queer women in there too.
So many, and we saw them all at the strip later that night.
that one table at the front. With the girl that had that dress on that I was like, our friend has to get this dress. When I gave her card, I like grabbed her necklace. I was like, this just looks so sexy.
Wow, you're really in there touching bitches like that. Oh my god, bitch.
Necklace.
I know, I get it. I saw she had a nigga or a person, so
that person was strappity dappity doing random people that were dancing.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, you know, they weren't even paying attention. I was like, I'm going to just hand this to you. Okay.
Fabulous.
You know, I like to be sultry and seductive. You know? It's just really nice. It makes people like, oh my God, what just happened?
Oh my goodness.
What just happened just now?
I'm not that person.
I like being.
I'm not going to put myself in personal spaces. It's not my thing. Because I think like I've had people come up to me and just do that to me, and I'm like, bitch, I do not know you. Please get out of my face.
I feel that, but
everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
Yeah, I wish I could be that person. Sometimes.
Bitches was I.
Yeah, I mean, if they're giving you the eye,
exactly.
Bitch,
I'm not
what
I'm
you
not
gonna
just
do?
gonna walk up to some random bitch, you know. Which is why when I was in the club before anything, I was like dancing with these bitches, you know.
Oh, okay, got you.
So then I was like, let me just slip this.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I think it's gonna work out in our favor when I look at these analytics next week.
Yeah.
Okay, bitch.
If I could be any creature, I'd probably be a succubus. I'm gonna say that till I die.
Hey.
And so I feel like I was just doing my due diligence.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay. All right.
Wow, look at us, bitch. 45 minutes.
Hold on, I have more questions. We have to talk. I want to talk about the burlesque show a little bit more.
Love it.
So it definitely wasn't, and you said this earlier, like it wasn't the classic burlesque, like the Josephine Baker burlesque, where there's a lot of feathers and tassels.
That's what I was expecting.
Sparkles and like, yeah, it was more. It was more. Sorry, I got a phone call, and it was my mom this time. Oh no. Okay. One second. I'm gonna answer it.
Yeah.
Let's do that. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I thought it was super funny at some points. It was a little confusing.
It was a little confusing. You
You
didn't really know what was going on or what was going to happen. And
but that's also fun.
Yeah.
And Lex was part of their stage performance.
Yeah.
Lex was just whipping niggas or
Courtney
not.
volunteered me, I will say, and I was just like, I'll go along with it. It's fine.
But it was perfect because like the job was literally for you to paddle a white man. So I was like,
and I love doing that.
Why wouldn't I?
And you know, I will say I gave him 3 different varying smacks. And the third one is when he was like, pineapples. And I'm like, I didn't even hit you that hard.
I don't know. He did take it like a champ.
He did take it like a champ.
He had his face down, ass
up. And then afterwards, he was like, thank you so much. Because he switched places with me.
Yeah,
so
I saw that.
I could get paddled before him.
Yeah.
And then whenever they handed me the paddle, I looked at him and I said, and be sure you say thank you. And he was like, thank you. And I was like,
wonderful. I maybe you don't even know. You probably opened up like a new thing for him. Like maybe he went home and did some research about BDSM. Yeah. We should have given his ass a card.
will say though that doing that in front of people, maybe it was because I was a little tipsy, or maybe it was because the eyes, you know. If anybody wants to get beat up in front of a bunch of people, hey,
Lex is your bitch.
I want to do it, please. I added that to my list. I like that you have a
running list. I wish I had a running list.
I always have a running list.
I need to get a running list started.
Yeah.
Things I want to do.
I have a running sex list. That is what is on my list. I always have things, especially if like, you see like a porn and you're like, oh my God, this just looks so fun.
Yeah.
I add it to my list.
I screenshot the position or whatever they're fucking doing. Yeah. But I need to make a list. That way I can return.
But it's a mental list. I don't have it written down anywhere. I just know the things that I want to do.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe we should try writing them down.
Yeah.
Maybe
2023, one of my sexy wish goals is to throw a play party.
Oh yeah.
And I've been cultivating the guest list. Not saying that's why I've been making friends, if any of my new friends are hearing this episode. But, if you're friends with me and we also fuck, please know you low-key on the roster. So
even if you don't fuck. Maybe you're just a fun time.
And maybe you're just a fun time. And
maybe I could name somebody I would want to be there, but they're not going to fuck. But I would very much so want them there.
Okay. I would like to know who this person is.
Okay. I'll tell you later.
Love it.
But yeah, I mean, like, did you have fun last night at the show?
Yeah, I did have fun at the show. It was really nice. That catfish we had was good as fuck too.
It was good. Yeah, expensive than a bitch. The drinks was like the amount. It's whatever. Yeah. Okay, black people are gonna be black people and they're gonna do black people things, and it's just
that's just some of those black people things that black people be doing. So everything's expensive.
I'm gonna move on.
Yeah, but I will say one of my least favorite parts is our resident Blasian and her ling shtick. That
was the interesting.
I guess, for people that aren't very like privy to the complications to doing things like that. Of course, they're like, oh, T-Heat, she's Blasian and she goes by Ling Ling and she's making all these jokes, you know, like what's her name? The girl who plays Bon Qui Qui.
Yeah,
she
Angela,
has like
whatever.
Yeah, she has like a stand up where she talks about like the nails.
That thing.
She was doing that all
night.
So she kept doing that, and I was like, this is throwing me off a little bit.
It was just
a little.
And then I'm trying to think like, okay, they're from Houston.
Yeah,
there's like a huge Asian population down in Houston, and most of them. Some of them might act like I don't know. Maybe it's more. Yeah. Maybe it's more of a cultural joke. Like, oh yeah, we know these linglings. We went to high school with these linglings. But like, I don't know. For me, I was like, ugh. And then I was waiting. I just kept waiting for her to say nigga, and I'm just glad she never did. Yeah. But I was waiting for it because I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it. Yeah. But it was fun, and she was very sweet. I think out of all of them, I think that she was. Honestly, the funniest, not because she was doing that, but I think I just liked her personality and like she seemed really sweet and fun. She seemed like she was having a very good time. Yeah, like genuinely. But so did the host. Yeah. Oh yeah, the host was. So did the host. Everyone really seemed like they genuinely were having a good time. And I really love that because that makes you enjoy the show more. Definitely. Because you can tell that they're having fun. Definitely. And then, the crowd was also having fun. So, it was... The host was sexy and she knew it. Yeah, she was cute. The way she was like dancing, everything. I was like, oh, this bitch knows she's hot. And I fucking like that. That just makes you hotter in my eyes. Yeah. So I was like, damn, all these bitches fine as fuck. I think they have some kind of residency in Houston. So if you live in Houston, definitely search Hotels Houston. And if you want to catch one of their shows, we were lucky enough to just see them when they came on tour for New Year's here. So we'll have to catch them next time. But, I'm willing to go again. I'm excited to go again and see how their show changes. Maybe we can go to Houston and see them in their element. Oh, I would love that. Maybe the Ling Ling would make a little bit more sense. Yeah, maybe just a little. Yeah, but it was a really fun night. All in all, the show was good. Yeah. Going to the strip was good. Yeah, they played great music all night. They did. I love going on a Friday, Saturday because that's when all the black people are there. Yeah, so many black people everywhere, and I just love that because we all be on the same shit, Well, we hope you enjoyed our first show. Our first one back. 2023. Our first show of season 2. Yeah, pretty tame. Next week, bitch. Oh, we're getting into the nitty gritty. Oh yeah, we're gonna do some nasty shit. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited. Okay, cool. Well, I want to take a walk, bitch. So yes, it is 2:30. Wow. Okay. Yeah. We hope y'all have a wonderful fucking week and a wonderful new year. Please like, subscribe, follow. We will literally this week be announcing some things. And if you don't follow us on Instagram, we post on Twitter here and there, but if you don't follow us on Instagram, if you haven't joined our Facebook group, The Pleasure's All Yours podcast, then definitely please get on that because you don't want to miss out. Yeah. We give a lot of stuff away sometimes. And we don't want you to miss out. So, yeah. Well, we love you and have a fabulous week. Yes, bye. Bye. Hush, 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 baby.